Okay. So this is video number 3, where we left off on video number 2 was I had already started to make my Photoshop document that I'm going to use to make my GIF. Okay, so you're going to need to get back to that Photoshop document, which is on the Windows app. So you're going to need to go into Aspen, click into Launchpad, class link, click on this link here, go to your home page in Aspen, click on this. You'll sign in and you'll get here. You're going to click on your Windows app. And it should bring you here. And in video 1 and 2, you were able to do this. You made a folder and you downloaded your images that you're using for your GIF. You may only have 3, 4, or 5, or you may have 20 or 30. It's up to you. And then in video 2, we had started to make our Photoshop file. So here you are, picking up where you left off. So open up your Photoshop file. Be patient. Don't click things while things are spinning and working. Okay, so again, you should be where you left off, but again, all you need open is your layers window, your tools, and your options, okay? And I opened the first frame, and I opened the second and add it, and the third and add it, and I size them. So I'm just gonna keep going here, and I'm gonna open up number 4. Cool, here's a recap, and then here we go. So I'm gonna recap, here's number 4, move tool, click like this, go in here, drop it. Now I've got this one on top of here, okay? And I can move it around. Remember, I used that little trick where I turn down the opacity, and I can try to size it on top, see if it fits perfectly. Looks pretty good. If I needed to resize it, that actually looks pretty good. But if I needed to resize it, I would go to Edit, Transform, Scale. I might have to rotate it a little bit or whatever. But this looks good to me. So I don't have to resize this one. So I'm going to turn the opacity back up. And what I may want to do at this point, which I didn't do in the previous video, is I might want to click on this and rename it Frame 1. Cool. And I'm going to click on this one and call this Frame 2. And click on it and call it Frame 3. I just finished, I didn't rename this one. I'm going to go back, Frame 8, and then I just finished adding frame number 9. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to check each one of these, first of all, and just go through each one and see if the opacity is 100, if I forgot to turn it back up. So I'm just checking 100. Cool. And you know what? I think I'm going to, check that they're all 100. And now I want you to look at each one of them individually. And I want you to see, can you see how this one has no, I don't want, this little mark down here. So I might want to see if I can crop it. But I want to check to make sure that, see, look, I'm going to be able to crop out the bottom here. I want to see if there's anything off the bottom, like if I can crop it underneath here right through there and it doesn't bother me, like there's no checkerboard in the background there. So that's going to be fine. I'm turning each one off. I'm looking at them individually. So I can crop in there. That's going to be fine. I can crop in there. That's going to be fine. Because I'm going to crop it once and it crops all the layers. Okay. So I just want to look and see. Okay. And I can only look at like one side at a time. So and by one side I mean I only looked at the bottom here. I wasn't looking at the tops and the sides. But I'm going to take the crop tool, okay? And you can either hit clear up here. Actually, I would hit clear there. And I would just put like 300. Oh, you should set this to width, height, and resolution. If you're in the older version, it's even a little more simple here. But just make sure that's set there, not one of these weird things here. And you can punch in 300 resolution. Because it goes, this is the width, this is the height, and that's the resolution box. And then you can just set one of these, okay? Don't set both. And maybe make one of them like, 5 inches across or something, or 7 inches across. But I'm just going to make it like 5 inches here, 5 inches width, okay? And now, no matter what I do this as, it's going to make it 7 by whatever, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. And I'm going to, I don't think I have anything around here, so I'm going to like kind of get close to my piece, okay? But each of your you'll have to keep in mind, like, do you have other frames that, like, you know, say you did a painting like this and you have drawing that goes out behind there, make sure you're not cropping out something that's in one of your later pieces. If you need help with that, you can ask for it. But here I'm hitting crop, okay, and you can see it's doing that. Oh, why is it all? Oh, I want to undo. Okay, look, this is good. I just set it for 5 pixels, which is really, 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 really tiny. That's a mistake. So I'm going to go edit, undo crop, phew, and I want this to be 5 inches. Very good. So let's try that again. I'm going to get in here close. Okay, I'm going to get in here close. Oops, like that. Okay, go like this. Okay, and now I'm going to try it. I'm setting it so it's 5 inches by whatever it is. And now I want to take a look at each one of these individual and see if there's any, oh, see, look at this. See, I need to crop it a little more. That doesn't fill the space. That one's good. That one's good. I might as well just look at all of them while I'm doing this. It's just that last one there. Oh, and this here, I need to pull it in a little closer on the sides. So it's really tight on there. Okay, need to pull it in closer on the sides there. But you might not be able to pull it in closer on the side. So I just want to show you, this is so tiny here, sorry guys. All I did here was I just did plus. I held down the command key and hit plus to zoom in and out. As a keyboard shortcut, you can use this magnifying glass tool there. But what I'm going to do is, see how that gap is there? This is a little trick that you might need to do. I could just crop it in tighter, but some of you might have something where you can't. So I'm going to actually take I'm taking my selection tool here. I got to be in the layer that is visible. Make sure I'm in that layer. It's frame 2. And this time I'm going to go transform scale. And this is very important. You need to unlock this here so the proportions aren't constrained so that I can pull them. Okay. If you don't unlock this, when you pull it, it's going to make the whole box proportionally bigger. So make sure you unlock that and hit that. And then I'm going to do it on this side too. Okay, I can make a box here and I'm using my keyboard arrows. Oh, and it looks like I missed a little piece up here. I'm going to try it again. There we go. And I'm going to go edit, transform, scale, unlock it, and pull it. Okay, and hit that. So just to show you if I didn't unlock something, just to show you here, scale. If I don't hit this and I try to pull this, see how it makes the whole box bigger? Okay, so that's why you needed to do that. All right, so I did it on that one. I need to do it on this one too, right? Okay, so I can put this on, move this over. Okay, oh, I got to be in that frame. Oops, that's not going to work. All right, so I'm just going to crop it in. Okay, so I was showing you how to do that fix. I also just cropped in tighter. So I'm checking my things again. Let's start from the bottom. That one looks good, 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 looks good. Doesn't look good. Okay, so I'm going to do that little trick there. I'm going to just go like this, be in that layer. That's what I'm going to do. Edit, transform, scale, unlock, and pull it down. There. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to save as, because I'm going to go to the next video and show you how to put it together, okay? So where I'm leaving off here is I got it all cropped and every frame doesn't have any like missing chunks or anything, and everything's lined up, okay? So you can have the eyeballs on or off. Maybe I'll put them all on. They're all opaque up there. So I'm going to do save as. Again, save onto my computer, and I'll finish working on this later. This is what's going to happen here is, here's your GIF. It's a Photoshop. Go into your folder, hit save. It's going to ask you, do you want to replace this? Because I've done more work on it. And you do. You can say yes. Okay, and then compatibility.